Tricky. Tricky. Yeah. Should I introduce myself? Sorry? Should I introduce myself?
Yeah, please, Thomas Meyer. Welcome to Barcelona. And we are going to talk about elections.
Inertial.
That's
Parametric nuts.
great. Anyway. Okay. Thank
So, thank you for staying with me instead of enjoying the sun on the beach. I'm a teacher, graphic design, and graphic design, and also historic research. What comes out. After we've just seen in the movie how quick you can draw Fibonacci today, all of you are probably curious about the parametric typefaces, but this is very, very slow. So that's my mouse pad, and I think all of us know that design is so much more than a good idea. That's a lot of work. And another approach to design can be to make decisions, to make alternates and decide I want this, is not, and then sometimes you will reach some niche design. And another way to do design is to make a rule or even a set of rules, or in other words, a parameter. And the first time that happened for type design was the metaphor thing by Donald Booth. He was writing a book or a series of books on the art of computer programming, and after 2 volumes, his printing office switched from metal typesetting and letterpress printing to photo typesetting and offset printing. And that's when he decided to do his own system for mathematical typesetting. So he started with text, pronounced, and as you can see, what was intended to be a simple approach to write formulas in an easy way. So something like here square root of 1 plus square root of 1, and so on and so on, and it will automatically adopt in the end of the square root. And then I think the second step, he realized that it's not done with writing text. He also had to do a typeface generation system, and with the help of John Hobbs and many others. And what came out was meta font. So, like the hinting thing we've seen before, it's not one typeface, but it's size specific. So you can, in this case, draw a character around points in a certain skeleton and have some parameters to adjust this. And with computer modern, it was 62 parameters. So quite a few. And another possibility I liked very much was to draw with white. What you see on the side here is to remove black again from the letter. So you always had a kind of a vector-based skeleton, and you follow it by a pixel-based pen. So kind of very calligraphic idea about type design. So it could approximately look like this, just a visualization, but I think you get the point. So So you might follow the line with 1 pixel pen, or you might follow the skeleton line with a 4 or 5 pixel pen, and you will get finer or rougher result. And of course, you must think in this time this was calculated cube setting, so even before laser typesetting, and everything had to be pixel based. And then by adjusting parameters, you could do interesting things like yes, variation here. And as far as I understood it, there was no such thing like instructions for hints. Of course, this was changed later on, so for many years now, TED also supports PostScript und open platforms. So this is yeah. A little bright here, but this is from Richard Finch, Native Folk, which was a program to convert the original computer model to basically an outline. And there you can see quite some things. So the whole PR already is an outline. The serifs are separate elements in all the other strokes, which are in this case followed by a round pattern. And if you convert it to indicators and put it all together, you would have an outline, vector outline. I think there are few metaphors, if any, in the early days. The only other one is for the American Mathematical Society, Euler, designed for Hermann Zapf, but it was in outline form already. And this is a very interesting article. I have to promote something here. It implicitly claims that for every alphabet there exists a final set of conforming parameters. And by varying these parameters would create all possible forms of this alphabet. This implicit claim has raised many objections, and the reason for it is that the art of font design consists mainly in inventing parameters. And if you are more interested in detail what Hofstadter says here, why it is not possible to do a meta font in the way maybe over type designers or non-type designers do. Another possibility in meta fonts, of course, paralleling these parameters, which could look like this to adjusting exits, slant, parameters. And even introducing a little bit of random in order to make irregular acts platforms. And several years later, in another conference, we think later like this, we want to do design to find meta font. So a font that delivers is designed for variations. And just 1 year later, Mr. van Rossum designed a well-known PostScript type 3 font globally. As you remember, in 1984, Macintosh appeared in a market and was equipped with PostScript. And PostScript type 1 fonts, PostScript itself was free, but the type 1 fonts were not free, and the type 3 fonts were called user fonts by Adobe originally. And in PostScript type 3 fonts, you could use the whole PostScript programming language, which includes designs to do things like this. And again, several years later, Flipperphone Cosmic also might be well known, was way before OpenType offered these opportunities easily, a way for variation in the letter forms. And I think this one consisted of 1 type 3 font and 3 type 1 fonts. So 1 type 3 fonts referring to 3 fonts that have different shapes working with it. And also a very valid example of a tree font as analytical continuity graphics, a single stroke typeface, a various typeface, which only derives in its light, medium, and bold phase at its stroke thickness. Okay, the next chapter. Since there were so many new fonts in the 20th century, people were thinking about classification systems which would go over the classic classifications of old style and transitional and modern and such. And the first system which brought this into the technical system was the Panosi parameters. And it looked like this. So typeface could be either serif or sans serif, not surprisingly, and then we have some more precise, but not very precise parameters. So we have curve serif, square serif, exaggerated, but
can I go tonight?
numerical data represented this minimal switch. So square serif was not less serify than curve serif, for instance. And there was another parameters like proportion, contrast, stroke variation, and so on. And if you look as an example of times to the number, this would have also one number like this, and the illustration below what we just have seen before. So it was not very precisely described by this Panosi number, but it was enough to find sufficient replacement font if the original font was not there at the computer. So in the book about Panosi font system, you can find about 100 or 200 fonts which were classified this way, just to show how the system works. And this led a little later to the Panosi 2 system, which was much more precise than version 1. So where serif style was only one identifier, which had no numerical values, in Panosi 2 we had 10 numerical identifiers only for the serifs. So can you read this on the screen? So this is an HDR factor, so another what comes through. So serif angle, numerical force, serif foot pitch, and so on and so on. 10 numerical identifiers only for the serifs. And of course, you would like, if you have such a precise classifications, you would like to reverse this process and to generate a font out of this number. And this system was called the font. And the program application for users was called FontWorks. In 1993 was only for Windows 3.1. And what you see here are some screenshots from the Echo's development environment. So where you would build this Panosi 2 Infinity fonts. And the discussion at this time was still very much about file sizes, hard space, printer memory. And funny enough, it's today the same thing. It's only for web transfer, web speed. And Infinifont was bought by Hewlett-Packard and became part of Hewlett-Packard printing command language 6. So if you own a Hewlett-Packard printer, a little bit of Infinifont lives inside the printer. The probably best known parametric system was Font Chameleon. You may have already heard of it. It was, I think, 3 versions. The first contained 26, and the last 220 base fonts. The application looks like this. And you could simply move 6 sliders, so you had 6 parameters in comparison to 62 for computer model metaphone, and you could adjust, for instance, with italic and, of course, tracking, exit, so I haven't written too much, because you see that, of course, nothing proper will come out if you do that. Make it too close, make it too wide. The second possibility, you could also blend fonts, but it was only just a way of a cleverer interpolation. So this is here power, Bosoni, and rainbow, and you could blend them. And this worked very well as long as you didn't do some weird things like I did before. And of course, what always worked very well was if you just put 2 fonts out of the same family, and you could blend like a multiple master from one to the other extreme. And this is component with one card, and our component poster with one card, and component poster, so from very thin to very bold. And of course, worked best something like this, universe and condensed and ultra condensed. So you could blend in between just like multiple master, but because it was prepared, it was much simpler. And this of course raises a lot of questions. So if these guys would have been a little bit smarter and just hired some type designers who would design some original typefaces for the system, or if they have just done a very simple sans serif like this, only for their own design, which you could modify unlimitedly in width and boldness and everything, maybe they would have had more success. So that's the main event. So yeah. And in the end, you would build the font, and as this is only running on the Networks 9, I've opened the font here in the photographer just to show you it was a completely normal, technically very perfect PostScript one font, as long as it didn't do some stupid games like I did before. So for interpolation, of course, a large number of family members was already possible for computers with parametric distortion. And interpolation, that you've just seen with Eric's talk today, is essentially quite simple. You have 2 shapes, you draw it on a paper, you connect it, you connect the points, you make, for instance, half of the length, and in the middle you connect the points again. That's what interpolation does. Of course, it looks much more interesting if you have a more complex shape like an A here. And these ideas were already taken most far by multi-type Peter Carroll. You may know him, he was one of the founder, but one of the more important members of URW in Hamburg. No, nothing. And people will do everything at once. So we wanted to make interpolation for optical compensation, optical sizes, and condensed and expanded and so on. And all of that was only one master, and it should have been rastered on the last instance, which would mean from today's technical standards, this would have to happen in the PostScript interpreter inside the printer, which of course would mean that we have to change its specifications, which won't happen, I think. This is optical sizes, as we know it. So the bigger the wider, and the smaller the bigger, a little flatter, and so on, or different corrections. And it will have 10 typefaces in it. So this was more or less aimed at office automation. That's what Parametric called it. And you would have, for instance, the Garamount is for law. Bodoni is for brochures, Baskerville is for advertising, and typewriter is for correspondence, of course, and protest is for visual communication. To put it in a very simple way, but you can also see the multi-tape, which is, of course, I'm not sure if they really did it in the end, but okay, so if you have a question, ask Mr. Pohl afterwards. But what they planned, of course, was a very limited system, so not an unlimited data font that would cover every possible imaginable data font. Another thing which also was, for the first time I think, done at UFW was correction for the whole resolutions. We've already heard about it in the hinting talk. What's now PostScript hints and true-type instructions. And this is also pixel-based, so in the end, on the screen or on the printer, there will be corrections over your font, if you like it or not, to make over, for instance, strokes the same pixel size exactly, whether you have done this before or not. So hints and instructions are a very powerful tool, and they will have simplification and homogenization of the typeface if you want it or not in lower resolutions. So this is the whole set. And this is also from, I didn't earlier, but